the red corner, with a record of 3 wins, 3 losses, Ray Pacheco. 190 pounds. With a record of 1 win, 0 losses, LORENZO NEILSON. The referee for this bout, Mr. Al Martinez. The judges, Albuquerque, Lenny Chavez, and Mr. Hugh Bishop.
So there are your introductions. Ray Pacheco from Albuquerque, New Mexico, will be taking on LORENZO NEILSON, also from Albuquerque. These are cruiserweights, and we are set for 4 rounds. LORENZO NEILSON unbeaten at 1-0. Raymond Pacheco with an announced record of 3-3, but we have him as 1-3-1. Ray Pacheco trained by Bill Packer of the American Kempo Karate Academy. And LORENZO NEILSON trained by the legendary Hall of Fame light heavyweight champion of the world, Bob Foster. So this should be interesting as the two have to change corners. A little mix up there. But we are about ready to get underway here with round 1. Dan Cisneros at ringside. You're watching the 8-Count Boxing Hour on Community Cable Channel 27. And we're bringing you this boxing action from Roller West here in Albuquerque. Daniel Perez will be taking on Earl Butler in the main event tonight, but right now watching some of the undercard fights. And there you see the two getting their instructions from referee Al Martinez. Ray Pacheco in the black trunks and LORENZO NEILSON in the white trunks with the black trim. Oh, Pacheco didn't touch gloves. Martinez is going to make sure they do, and he comes back and taps gloves with NEILSON, and we're all set for round 1 here. So round 1 is underway. Raymond Pacheco in the black trunks and LORENZO NEILSON in the white trunks. NEILSON, a world-class amateur boxer out of Utah, transplanted to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and now trained by legendary Hall of Fame boxer Bob Foster. And there you see NEILSON with his back on the ropes, firing some shots and backing Pacheco off. Ray Pacheco, the boxer from Albuquerque, is very strong, and you will see that in his style. He will just charge forward, straight ahead. There's a good quick left hand by NEILSON. Just underway, round 1, set for 4 in the cruiserweight division. Both fighters coming in at 190 pounds for this one. LORENZO NEILSON, you'll see him use a jab, a little bit of movement. Not a big knockout puncher. Actually, neither of these guys are known as knockout punchers. But they bring enough sting, and there you see NEILSON stinging Pacheco with some shots. Again, LORENZO NEILSON just staying busy, keeping the very aggressive Raymond Pacheco at bay. Ray Pacheco, a good local fighter here. He trains down at the South San Jose Community Center on occasion. And I know that he has trained with Daniel Perez quite a few times, keeping the world-class super middleweight in tip-top shape with some good sparring. And right now it's LORENZO NEILSON facing Ray Pacheco. There's a quick right hand that snaps the head back of Ray Pacheco. Raymond Pacheco, his last 3 bouts, Earl Butler, Kenny Keene, and Jerome Hill. No easy fights for Raymond Pacheco. Another one of those stories of some of our boxers here in Albuquerque. Just being thrown in with some top-level competition. And now he gets an unbeaten prospect in LORENZO NEILSON. But Ray Pacheco has gloves and will travel. He never says no to a challenge, and he'll take on anyone. And so far he continues to press, but he's getting caught by NEILSON. This has been a good round for LORENZO NEILSON in the white trunks. Professional boxing coming to you from Roller West Ballroom. This converted roller rink has really served well for the people of Albuquerque here as a boxing venue. We've had some good events here. Bryan Productions has really taken advantage of this facility, and that ends round one. So round one looked like a good one for Lorenzo Neilson. We'll see if Ray Pacheco can get things going here, but I got to give that opening round clearly to Neilson. Nobody hurt or down, but it was Neilson pretty much seeming to be in control of this one as far as punches landed. Ray Pacheco continuing to be aggressive and push Neilson, but Lorenzo using that good boxing style to take control of that first round. Of course, the crowd is buzzing, awaiting the big main event. Earl Butler coming down from Phoenix, Arizona to take on our own Daniel Pitbull Perez. That'll be a 10-rounder in the main event tonight. But right now we're set for round two. Lorenzo Neilson, Ray Pacheco here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. Round two underway. Oh, and Neilson gets caught with a shot. A flash knockdown. And Al Martinez will pick up the count. So Neilson down here in the second round, and that changes things. All of a sudden, he was cruising along, and Ray Pacheco now gets fired up as he had Lorenzo Neilson on the deck. Not all the way down, but he was definitely hurt, and his gloves touching. That was a clear knockdown. And now Lorenzo Neilson trying to get it back, as he seems to be pretty clear-headed and steady-legged. But man, he really took a shot from Pacheco. And we'll see how Neilson answers this. So a big moment in the young career of Lorenzo Neilson as Ray Pacheco caught him out of nowhere with a shot. Neilson was just cruising along, and boom, that's boxing. Oh, and now you see Pacheco come back with an overhand right, as Neilson continues to try to control him and push him back. Neilson now working, getting in there with that left hand. As he has Ray Pacheco now back in the corner, pushing him back, keeping him there. Using some strength now to just keep Ray Pacheco in the corner and work. And look at Neilson now land some good shots. The crowd is really starting to get into this one. And now Neilson has Pacheco rocking and rolling as he falls back. And he is just moving straight back, getting caught with shots as Neilson continues to peck away. Neilson doing a great job of getting back into this round after being knocked down. Pacheco, though, looking again for another big shot to try to stop the momentum now. Neilson, who is hurt, has really done a good job of coming back in this second round. Neilson misses with a big left hook as he continues to follow that with a jab. He has Pacheco in trouble. A big right hand lands, and Pacheco now stumbles back into the corner. Neilson, after being put down, has taken control of this round. And that's going to be a dilemma for the judges. Neilson was knocked down, but he controlled almost the full rest of the round here. Changing that from a 10-8 to a 10-9 round for Pacheco, or even you can call that an even round. That's up to the discretion of the three judges at ringside. Exciting round as Pacheco surprised the crowd, surprised Neilson for sure. There you see Lorenzo Neilson with Bob Foster working in his corner. Okay, the whistle, the call for seconds out. We're ready to start round 3. Dan Cisneros at ringside. You're watching professional boxing here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. Raymond Pacheco continuing to move forward and be as aggressive as he can. But Lorenzo Neilson with some nice sharp punching. Neilson was down in the second round, but he has controlled most of the fight throughout. Again, Ray Pacheco looking for that lightning in a bottle. He has not been able to match the crisp punching of Lorenzo Neilson, but Pacheco continues to work, keeping himself in this fight. And Lorenzo Neilson might feel a little bit of a sense of urgency after being knocked down, but he really shouldn't. I think he clearly won the first round, and he did a good job of coming back in that second. If he'd just be smart and box here, he could box his way to a victory. But he's got to watch out for the explosive punching power of Ray Pacheco. Again, neither guy considered a one-punch knockout artist, but they both hit pretty hard. There's some good, straight, hard shots from Lorenzo Neilson. And now you see Neilson, as he was starting to feel a little bit of threat, he just pushes his way back and punched his way across the ring, getting Pacheco all the way to the other side. And now Neilson continues to peck away with that jab. Lorenzo Neilson was an outstanding amateur boxer fighting out of Utah, and now being trained by Bob Foster. And we'll see if Foster can translate some of that knowledge and experience, the boxing IQ, handing it down to Lorenzo Neilson. Right now, though, Neilson, having been down in the second round, tasting the canvas for the first time in his career. Certainly learning a lot in this one. As Ray Pacheco continues to fight. You can see Pacheco not elusive, not hard to find, but he will definitely answer back. But again, it is Pacheco who seems to be in retreat as Neilson continues to push forward, backing his opponent up. I heard Bob Foster say go to the body, so he wants Neilson to do a little more body work. But Neilson doing some head hunting here. He's catching Pacheco with some good shots. And that ends round 3. Fourth and final round. Al Martinez orders the two to touch gloves, and we're set for 3 minutes to decide this one. Lorenzo Neilson and Ray Pacheco here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. Cruiserweights, the unbeaten at 1-0, Lorenzo Neilson, taking on the certainly more experienced as a professional fighter, Raymond Pacheco. Both guys from fighting out of Albuquerque. And now you see Neilson working again, keeping Raymond Pacheco back on his heels. Neilson was down in round 2, but he has controlled the fight otherwise. Pacheco's got a good sturdy chin, he's strong, but he has not been able to match the punching output of Lorenzo Neilson. Neilson, the well-schooled amateur boxer, you can see that he throws a lot of punches, he stays busy. And he has been able to catch Pacheco at a higher rate. There's a left hand from Neilson. Again, Neilson pushing in, throwing with both hands. Pacheco again falls back into the ropes. The crowd has certainly enjoyed this one. There's a good body shot from Neilson. That's exactly what Bob Foster wanted. So Lorenzo Neilson doing a good job of recovering from that knockdown in the second round. He has not lost his head. He's continued to work, just working behind that jab, following it with some big shots, moving in, keeping Pacheco back, and staying in command of this one. He just has to watch out for the surprise power of Ray Pacheco. But I think notice was served in that second round. And now we've got a mouthpiece out, and it belongs to Ray Pacheco, who lost his mouthpiece. So Al Martinez going to have him rinse it off and pop it back in. There you see Bill Packer, his trainer, putting it back in. We're ready to finish this one up here. I would think Ray Pacheco needs at least another knockdown to have a chance to win this one, but more like it to me a knockout. And so far, unable to find that big finishing shot. Thanks for joining us here on the 8 Count Boxing Hour. Pro boxing coming to you here on public access television in Albuquerque, and I'm so glad you've joined us tonight. Again, you see Neilson now right above us, landing some shots to Pacheco. And we will go to the judges for this one. Let's find out who won. Okay, there you see the commissioners, Stan Gallup, Jim Boggio, Juan Nunez, tallying up the scorecards of the 3 judges. They'll put it on a master sheet and hand it back to the ring announcer to tell us who won this one. Jim Boggio, the chairman of the New Mexico State Athletic Commission, the man you see with the pen there, pointing out scores to Stan Gallup, Juan Nunez looking on in the brown jacket. So it shouldn't be much of a mystery. I think Lorenzo Neilson should get this one, at least on my scorecard. But with that knockdown, you never know. And now let's go up to Leroy Mota and see who won this one.
Nelson. Judge Bishop scores it 40-37. Nelson. Judge Thomas scores it 40-38. For the winner, Nelson.
Okay, so a unanimous decision for Lorenzo Neilson, and even with the knockdown, he gets 10s in every round, so all 3 judges must have made that an even round, even with the knockdown, after the the way that Lorenzo Neilson controlled that match, the rest of that round after the knockdown. So interesting. He wins a unanimous decision for Albuquerque's Lorenzo Neilson.